Hello.
Mm.
Namaste, everyone.
Namaste, Namaskar.
Hi,
Namaste.
sir.
Hi. Namaskaram. Good evening.
Namaste.
Namaste, namaste. So, how many of you are Telugu వాళ్ళు ఎంతమంది and the ones who's not Telugu? I just want to see who can't understand Telugu. You can raise your hands. Anyone who can't understand Telugu?
Really. Uh,
Okay, so I'll be explaining in both the languages, Telugu and English. Okay, so
Okay.
good to see a great response actually. And everyone who have joined here, I just want to give an alternate WhatsApp number to you in case of because the other number is I mean there's a restriction in that number, so just want to make sure like you have a backup number. Okay, so um Tejaswini, can you post the number, WhatsApp number? Okay, or else you can do it later because they're in the group, right? So that's okay. So here, how many of you are have idea about the Lalita Sahasranam, or is it like totally new to you, or just wanted to know who are very good at Lalita Sahasranam? Can anyone tell me who keep chanting like every day?
I'll chant every day, Andy. కాకపోతే meaning wise, I still need to know.
Okay, okay.
It's
Anyone
never
who is very good at this thing? Just wanted to know. Okay, Tejaswini, can I everyone on mute? Tejaswini. Tejaswini, are you there?
Excuse me.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. Can you just mute everyone, Tejaswini?
Yeah, sure.
అష్టమి చంద్ర స్థల శోభితం ముఖ చంద్ర ముఖనాభి విశ్లేషక
Chetana Garu, we are going to start the class, Andy. So, yeah, everyone on mute. Everyone on mute, Andy.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Just give me 1 minute. And just Tejaswini, just make sure that everyone is in the class. I mean, if you have added everyone to the class, we'll
Yes, sir.
start in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. So meanwhile, you just go through the first Dhyana sloka of Lalita Sahasranama. We'll be starting in one,
Aditya.
2 minutes. Yeah. Tejaswini, everyone on mute. Can you just look into that option? Everyone on mute.
Yes, Andy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
வேணாம் வேணாம் குழந்தை இருக்குது ஏசி ஏன் போட மாட்டேங்குது எனக்கு நான் திங்க் பண்றது
Tejaswini, I can't hear. I can't see, like, still people are unmuted. Actually, I want everyone on mute. Can you look into it?
We don't see that option. Can you ask everyone to be on mute from your end?
Yeah, everyone can be on mute. Okay, Jabli and Tejaswini, you can just confirm, like, everyone is there in the class. Okay. So brief introduction of Lalita Sahasranama is, it originated in the Brahmanda Purana, where Lalita Tripura Sundari ordered the 8 deities of speech, Vagdevis are called, to compose a hymn containing her 1,000 sacred names. So they first recited in a divine assembly, and the hymn was subsequently passed down through the ages. So Lalita Sahasranama is something like Lalita Tripura Sundari has asked the Vagdevis to work on this one. So I'll just tell you what I heard about this one, because I have also looked into a couple of background of the Lalita Sahasranama. What I heard from one of the Swamiji, this is the event where Lalita Sahasranama was chanting for the first time. There were some crores of Shivas, crores of Vishnus, crores of Brahmas who attended the chanting of Lalita Sahasranama. So imagine what is the power of Lalita Tripura Sundari Devi. Like these many crores of Shivas, Vishnus, and Brahma, like Maheshwara, they are like, imagine like, this Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara assigned to one universe. Maybe another Brahma, Shiva, Vishnu, and they are assigned to another universe. Like there are some crores of universes which has crores of Shivas, and who all assembled at Lalita Devi's, where Vagdevis have written all these 1,000 names, and that is the power of Lalita Devi, is what I have looked into, and I'm just sharing the information with you. So no one knows what is truth and what is anything, but whatever I'm doing is just my bit of analysis, or just taking whatever is there out and just sharing the information with you. And you are free to suggest something which anyone is very sure that this namam, maybe it should be pronounced in this way, or maybe the meaning is this. You can come up and you can just tell us, so that we can just be like a travel together to have this journey. So we have already worked on too many things, but anyone is very sure about any namam or any meaning, you can come up and just tell that maybe this has another meaning. Okay. So let's start the session with a kriti of Devi, of kriti of Amavaru. I'm just opening the Shruti box. So see here.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Everyone on mute. Mm.
What is the Shruti?
Kanjadalayataakshi. So what I'm singing now is just like, um, just as a prayer to Lalita Devi. It's not included in the lesson, in the Lalita Sahasranama chanting. Just you can listen to this and then we'll start. Okay? It's Kanjadalayataakshi, Dikshitar Kirti. Kanjadalayataakshi, Kanjadalayataakshi, कामाक्षि कञ्जदलायताक्षि कामाक्षि कमला मनोहरी अम्बकमला मनोहरि त्रिपुरसुन्दरि कञ्जदलायताक्षि कामाक्षि कमला मनोहरि त्रिपुरसुन्दरि कञ्जदलायताक्षि कुञ्जरगमने मणिमण्डितमञ्जुलचरणे कुञ्जरगमने मणिमण्डितमञ्जुलचरणे मामव शिवपञ्जरसुखि पङ्कजमुखि गुरुगुहरञ्जनि दुरितभञ्जनि निरञ्जनि कुञ्जरगमने मणिमण्डितमञ्जुलचरणे मामव शिवपञ्जरसुखि पङ्कजमुखि गुरुगुहरञ्जनि दुरितभञ्जनि निरञ्जनि कञ्जदलायताक्षि राकाशशिवदने सुरतने रक्षितवदने रत्नसदने श्रीकाञ्चनवसने सुरदने शृङ्गाराश्रयमन्दहसने एकानेकाक्षरि भुवनेश्वरि एकानन्दामृतजरि भास्वरि एकानेकाक्षरि भुवनेश्वरि एकानन्दामृतजरि भास्वरि एकाग्रमनोलयकरि श्रीकरि एकाम्रेश गृहेश्वरि शङ्करि एकानेकाक्षरि भुवनेश्वरि एकानन्दामृतजरि भास्वरि एकाग्रमनोलयकरि श्रीकरि एकाम्रेश गृहेश्वरि शङ्करि सनि दप मग म पनि दप मग सनि दप नि स ग स ग म पनि सनि स ग स म म ग सनि दप नि सनि दप मग सनि स ग म पनि कञ्जदलायताक्षि कामाक्षि कमला मनोहरि त्रिपुरसुन्दरि कञ्जदलायताक्षि कामाक्षि. Yes, so we'll start with the Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. And one more thing, I just want to say, everyone, we don't know what's the time that will take to finish the Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. It is good that everyone has added according the pace of how everyone is doing. We will look into the number of shlokas per class. Okay, so now let's start with the first shloka of Sri Lalita Sahasranama Stotram, which is the Dhyana Shlokam. Everyone open your materials. So anyone who's having a Tanpura, you can fix it to D Shruti. Why Shruti is, why I want to say is, you have a particular tune to Lalita Sahasranamam. Sari sari sa ni sa sari sa sa. So though it is a stotram, a slokam, it has a basic tune to it, right? So we all have to maintain that tune. Only then Lalita Sahasranamam will sound beautiful. Okay, so there are two kinds of chantings that can you do. You can just Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayana Manikya Maulispura Taranayakam. That is where you can say. But if you want to have a power in the sounding, you should have a pitch and you should have a kind of a frequency variation. See the difference. Now I'll be singing in a tune. Sinduraruna Vigraham Trinayanam Manikya Taranayaka Shekharam Smitamukhi Mapina Vakshoruham Panibhyamalipurna Ratna Chashakam Raktotpalam Bibhrati Saumyam ratna ghatasthrakta charanam dhyayet paramambika. So this is how you chant the shloka with a tune. So I want to make sure that everyone can sing in this way so that we can have a divine experience and divine, let us all get the total blessings of Lalita Devi by singing in the proper lyrics with the proper pronunciation and the tune. Okay. Now what I'll do is, because around there are 45 to 50 or something. So just break down the namas, and once I repeat, everyone on mute, you repeat at your end. Hmm. Sa. I'll give a pause after each word, then you can repeat. Sinduraruna vigraham trinayanam manikya तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रती सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिका. Yes, this is the first sloka of Lalita Sahasranama. సింధూరం వంటి ఎర్రటి వెలుగుతో మెరిసే పరాంబికను నేను ధ్యానం చేస్తున్నాను. సూర్యుడు, చంద్రుడు, అగ్ని వంటి శక్తులను సూచించే 3 కళ్ళతో ఆమె ప్రకాశిస్తుంది. రత్నాలతో మెరిసే కిరీటాన్ని, అందులో శోభించే చంద్రకళను ధరించి ఉన్న ఆమె ముఖంలో సౌమ్యమైన కరుణతో నిండిన చిరునవ్వు కనిపిస్తుంది. పోషణకు సంకేతంగా పరిపూర్ణమైన అందమైన వక్షాలు ఆమెకు ఉన్నాయి. ఒక చేతిలో వజ్రాలతో అలంకరించిన పాత్ర, మరొక చేతిలో ఎర్రటి కమలం ధరించి ఉంటుంది. రత్నాలతో చేసిన అలంకార ఆసనంపై సొగసుగా కూర్చుని ఎర్రని కాంతితో మెరుస్తున్న తన పాదయుగముతో భక్తులను దయతో చూస్తూ ఉండే తల్లిని నేను శరణు కోరుతున్నాను. So let's look into anyone who's the English meaning of this particular shloka. May we meditate on the Divine Mother, whose body has the red hue of vermilion, who has 3 eyes, who wears a beautiful crown studded with rubies, who is adorned with the crescent moon, whose face sports beautiful smile, indicating compassion, who has beautiful limbs, whose hands hold a jewel-studded golden vessel filled with nectar, and in the other a red lotus flower. So the first sloka again we'll do, and I'll randomly ask anyone of you to repeat. Sinduraruna vigraham trinayanam manikya तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकम् रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीम् सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिका. Tejaswini, you
కొంచెం
can
స్లో
ask.
కొంచెం స్లోగా చెప్తారండి, రిపీట్ చేయడానికి ఈజీగా ఉంటుంది.
Okay, yeah. And one more small thing అండి, ఇది వర్డ్స్ కొన్ని మనం డివైడ్ చేయలేము. ఓకే, సో డివైడ్ చేయడం కొంచెం కష్టంగా ఉంటుంది. ఎందుకంటే కొన్ని కొన్ని నామాలు కలిపి ఉంటాయి. సో
I
నామాలు
think
కలిపి
it's
ఉంటాయి.
not dividing, Andy. It's just మీరు చెప్పిన తర్వాత కొంచెం గ్యాప్ ఎక్కువ ఇస్తే we can repeat because అందరికీ అంత ఫాస్ట్ గా వర్డ్స్ పలకడం కుదరట్లేదు.
Got it, got it. Yes, yes, yes. So just give me 1 minute. Tejaswini, can you adjust? So the whole Lalita Sahasranama chanting is taken care by me and the team. So now Tejaswini, you can slowly like just chant the sloka. Just give some gaps and just chant the same sloka.
Yes, sir. सिन्धु सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीं आपीनवक्षोरुहाम् पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकम् रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीम् सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणाम् ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम्.
Yes. So is the pace good? Can I hear from the feedback from everyone? Okay,
Yeah.
good.
It's good, Andy.
Yes, the pace is good.
So here, one more thing I just want to tell you all. See, if we go on a slow pace, it might take a long time to finish the Lalita Sahasranama chanting, but you can get it perfectly. Let us not have this thought like, oh, we have to finish it in this many months or something. So maybe it may take some time, but that's still okay. You'll be perfect with everything. So maybe, is it okay for everyone if we go a bit slow?
Okay, but we are doing only Saturdays. Like, I mean, if we want, we do like one more extra day. So because you're saying it won't be done, like it's going to take
Yeah, yeah.
longer
So
time,
Zengi
right?
said, yeah, we mentioned in the all the form that it is just for the first session of this one, and
Mm.
that we will again come back to you once we just look into. But for now, it is the Saturday thing,
Okay.
and we'll go with the next stanza, next to sloka, and we'll see. But after 1 2 classes, I'll know the pace, how is it going, and everything. So then we can decide what is the number of days we can do this one. Okay. So yeah, so I think everyone sure with the Dhyana Shlokam? Can I hear just from randomly from one student, anyone who can chat the first line?
Yeah, can I?
Shiva garu. Yeah, Padmini
Okay.
garu.
So
You
what
could.
what what will happen is, so out of all the 45, what we can do is in a month, like I can just randomly ask some of the students per class, some students can just chant one line, so that we can cover different slokas from different students. So, or else if we go with every student, even though we have 2 classes in a week or 3 classes in a week, it's still difficult for us. So this is something which I want to start for many people. So I can ask anyone randomly, just few students, and then go with the next stanza, so that next sloka or the next sloka, some or the other time, you will get your chance. Okay. So now we'll just look into 2 students for now. Yeah.
Can we repeat this sloka 2 more times, please?
Okay.
And then we
Yes.
can move on.
Okay. Done. Now I'm singing I'm doing the whole thing. सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहाम् पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिका. So let me just give you a brief intro of this one. Sindurarona. So it is like no pressure on da. It is Sindura. Okay. And Aruna. Na is it is in Telugu, it is Ana. It is not Na, it is Na. Sinduraruna. Vigraham. Trinayanam. Again, it is normal Na. And Manikya. In Hindi also you can see, right? Ana. Na and Na. So here the same. Manikya Mauli Spura. Mauli also, it is not normal La, it is La. So everyone who's into Telugu, you can understand the changes of what I'm talking about. It is Na and La. Mauli Spura. Okay. So these are the small detailings is what that we need to focus on Lalita in Lalita Sahasranama, which are the very important aspects. Where to say na and where to say na. Okay. So I just want to hear from one student, like how are they picking this up? The first line, just
Padmini
the first
garu.
line.
Yeah, Padmini garu.
Okay. सिन्दूरारुणविग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखी मापीनवक्षोरुहाम्.
Yes, a small correction. Smita Mukhi Mapina. You have to do it at a one stretch. If you are taking a gap, Smita Mukim Apina Vakshuram. You have to cut it that way.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीं आपीनवक्षोरुहाम्
Okay. Very good.
पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीम् सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामाम्बिकाम्.
Yeah. Ikkada chinna correction. Dhyayet Paramambika.
Okay. ध्यायेत् पर अम्बिकाम्.
Paramambikam. Paramambikam.
परामम्बिकाम्.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So one more thing. Once we'll be sending you the pronunciation also to you, so that you can just keep working on it. Okay. So that just follow. I'll be sending you the pronunciation of Sindhuraruna, and just 5 6 times you need to chant along with that audio file. Okay. And now we'll go
Okay.
to the next slokam. So what we'll do, as I told you, in a month we'll just ask different student different slokas. That way we can cover the other slokas also in the given time. Okay. So the next sloka we can go, Tejaswini. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Okay. I'm just opening the Shruti. Anyone who wants to know the Shruti, Dhvani Tanpura, you can download the app so that you can hear, right? What I just put a Shruti here. It gives more divine feeling if you can put the Tanpura. So one more thing, what I want to say is, it's all like calling the mother, right? How are we calling Lalita Devi? If we can just call like Amma, or we can call Amma. So there's a difference, right? So the addition of the Shruti or the tune to the shloka will give much more pleasing feeling. And not just for goddess, but for yourself also. When you're chanting with the Shruti, it will be much more good. And the Shruti that I'm taking is D. Okay? D. Delhi D. Okay? You can download Dhvani Tanpura and open D and you can chant. Just this is not I'm not teaching you music, but just the basics of music so that you can have a much more divine experience of Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. Yes. This is one of the most important slokam. Everyone concentrate. It gives the essence of the total Lalita Sahasranama. Okay? Focus on this sloka. Arunam Karuna Tarangitakshi धृतपाशाङ्कुश पुष्पबाणचापा अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानि. I'll tell each word and you can repeat. Aruna Karunatarangitakshi Dhritapashankusha Pushpabanachapa Animadibhiravrutam Mayukhairahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavani. So the meaning of the slokam. లేత ఎరుపు రంగులో ఉన్న కరుణతో నిండిన కళ్ళు కలిగిన చేతుల్లో పాశం ముళ్ళు విల్లు పుష్పబాణం కలిగి ఉన్న అణిమ మహిమ గరిమ లఘిమ ప్రాప్తి ప్రాకామ్యం ఈశత్వం వశీత్వం వంటి 8 సిద్ధులు అన్ని వైపులా చుట్టుముట్టుబడిన దేవి భవానిని నేను ధ్యానిస్తున్నాను. శ్రీదేవి లలితాంబికే నిన్ను నాలో ఊహించుకోగలను. And the English meaning for this: I imagine of my goddess Bhavani, who has the color of the rising sun, who has eyes which are waves of mercy, who has bow made of sweet cane, arrows made of soft flowers, and pashankusha in her hands, and who is surrounded by great powers as personification of the concept of aham. So the meaning of this one, let's go to the meaning here. Go to the next slide, please, Vinny. The last line, everyone focus on that. Sri Devi Lalitambike ninnu nalo uhinchukogalanu. Yes, let's get to the slokam. The slokam Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. I can say this one line is the whole essence of Lalita Sahasranama Stotram and is my favorite one. So the importance of this slokam is we always think that God is something separate from us, that we are praying Devi or Ammavaru or there's someone else who's taking care of us. But actually here in the slokam it says Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. I am imagining the Lalita Devi which is residing in my heart. So what we need to understand is God is not somewhere outside. God is within every one of us. And everyone, in everyone's heart, she is there. And I meditate upon the Divine Mother who is residing in my heart as the essence of the shloka. So this one is very important because it is linking up Advaita philosophy with Lalita Sahasranama. Advaita philosophy is nothing but there are no two, there is only one. God, devotee, or God, humans, God, animals, God, the world. There's no two. Everything is one. So it is something like from one single force, everything came out. So even just how the waves are not separate from ocean, we all humans are not separate from Devi. Everyone has the essence of Devi. Like we all are the waves of the ocean. And that is what we need to focus on. Many of us have listened to Lalita Sahasranama chanting, only praising Amavaru, like she is this, she gives that, she is so. But the one important point everyone should focus is that Lalita Devi that you are praising or that you're praying is right inside your heart. You are not separate from her. This is the point where I want to make sure that my way of teaching Lalita Sahasranamam is for everyone to understand that God is not separate from you. Like how the wave is not separate from the ocean, we all are not separate from Devi. And that line, Ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani, is the line you need to underline and just focus on that and understand that. Don't never ever think that you're separate from Devi, and Devi is always with you. Devi is always there in your heart, and just meditate upon that Devi which is already there in your heart. Let's look into this shlokam again. Arunam karuna tarangitakshi धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैः अहमित्येव विभावये भवानी. Can I hear the shlokam from any of you? One student.
Is it ahamitveva vibhavave bhavanim or
So yeah,
rahamityeva?
very good. Yeah, I want to clarify this one. Mayukhaihi, if you're cutting there, ahamityeva. If you're combining, mayukhairahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. If you're combining, it's mayukhairahamityeva. If you're not combining, mayukhaihi ahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Yes. Aparna Garu?
No questions, and I want to repeat it.
Yes. So we'll go one shloka with one student. Yeah.
Sure. Arunam
Small correction.
Karunatarangitakshin.
Aruna. That's what I'm telling everyone. Na is different. Na. In Hindi and Telugu, both, you have two letters, right? Na is something you touch your tongue to the upper one, but in the front side, na. Okay. Na
Agranam.
na is something like you touch to the middle of the mouth with the tongue. Na. Na is something like you touch the tongue to the front side of the upper part of the mouth. But na is you need to touch the tongue to the top part of the mouth. Then you can hear the sound. Na. Arunam.
They say
Aruna.
as Ana as in Narayana.
Narayana. Na.
Yeah.
Just focus on that. These small things in Lalita Sahasranama will make it beautiful. See, the reason why I want, yeah, everyone on mute. So the reason why I want to focus on the small parts, the reason I'll tell you, everyone.
Na-
You look at a painting or a sculpture. Okay, the sculpture is so nice. Okay, but when you look into the detailings, you see that the necklace is not good, the earrings are not good, or the ornaments or the hair or the nose are not perfect, but it is good. But if you see the sculpture, if it has a beautiful design of earrings, beautiful necklace, or beautiful ornaments which are very very precise and very beautiful, even in the detailing, how beautiful is the statue or the painting. In the same way, Lalita Sahasranamam, when you chant it normally, it is still beautiful. But if you focus on these minute things, which is the whole purpose of why I started this Lalita Sahasranama chanting thing, is because I want everyone to focus on the minute things so that you can get the total experience of the divine chanting. Okay, so for that you need to understand the difference between na and na. Yes. Aparnagar, you can
Sure.
recite.
Arunam Karunatarangitakshim Drutapasankusapushpabanachapam Animadibhiravrutam Mayukaihi Ahamityeva Vibhavaye Bhavani.
Yes. Small correction, Aparnagaru. Not sure for you, for everyone. Anima di bhi. Bhi, you have to give a stress. Anima. See, the important aspect here I'm telling you. Ani is na, you have to pronounce from the ana. The bhi you have stress. Vritam mayu khai. Khai also you have a stress. So where to give stress, where not to give is what you need to focus. Animadibhira vritam mayu khairahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Bha vibhavaye ahamityeva mayukai. See, these are the small things what I called before, the detailings. If these detailings are worked on, the Lalita Sahasranamam will have a whole new experience. If you can focus on these things, that is what I told you, the detailing of the sculpture. Everyone's chanting Lalita Sahasranamam, it is good. But overall, it is good if you want to have the pure energy of it, or to for you to experience, and even for the prayer also, it helps that if you need to focus on where to give stress, where not to give. Anima di you don't need to give a stress. Anima di bhi you have to give a stress. Anima di bhira vritam mayu kha you have to give a stress. Mayu khairahamityeva vibhavaye bhavani. Yes. So everyone, I want you all to listen to my audio later after this class. I'll be sending it to you, and just look into that detailings and feel the power of the sloka after you give the stresses. Till now, I think most of you have chanted Lalita Sahasranama many times, but now this time after this class, chant Lalita Sahasranama slokas with the corrections that I told you, or where you need to give stress. You will see a total new version of Lalita Sahasranama. Okay, and let's go to the next slokam. And the sloka also, it says Anima, Mahima, Laghima. There's so many powers that Lalita Devi is having. It is like she has what is not Devi. And before I go into the next sloka, I just want to say how I started Lalita Sahasranama slokam. Why I thought I went to Mukambika Devi temple just couple of days back, just like 4 days back. Okay, so till then I was not having a thought of starting Lalita Sahasranama sloka. But after the darshan of Mukambika Devi, Kollur Mukambika, I would suggest everyone, when you come to India, please visit that place, Kollur Mukambika temple. And when I was just in that temple, just looking at goddess.
Can you please repeat the temple?
Kollur Mukambika. Again, anyone can type in the chat.
Where is
Okay.
it?
It is in Karnataka. You can just type, anyone can type Kollur Mukambika in the chat. And I would suggest everyone definitely visit this place. And the reason why you all are listening to Lalita Sahasranama Slokam through me, I can say definitely because of that experience where I had with her. Like it is so divine that, I just got tears when I was looking at Mukambika Devi. I was singing some Carnatic song like what I sang just now. What is that? Kanjadalaya Takshi and couple of songs where I felt a deep connect. I felt like I just got a thought I want to start Lalita Sahasranama Sloka. And in that temple itself, I put my first post that I'm starting Lalita Sahasranama Sloka. So, because I felt that maybe my part, I should do that as an offering to Devi, offering to Amavaru. Like, for what she has given to us. We all have families, right? We have beautiful children, we have beautiful houses, we have food to eat. We are in a luxurious thing and we are enjoying this world. Everything is created by her. What can we give back to Lalita Devi? Instead, just thanking her with this Stotram. We have took so many things from her. She has given us everything. She has given a beautiful world. She has given a beautiful sky, moon, earth, everything. And she created universes, not just one universe, universes. And in the coming lessons, I'll tell you the sloka. Unmesha nimishotpanna vipanna bhuvanavalihi. The mother is so powerful that just imagine that you open your eyes and close your eyes. The time taken for you to open your eyes and close your eyes, how small it is. The power of Ammavaru is such that she can create universes in that time of opening her eyes. And that fraction of second, she can create universes. Imagine what is the power she has. And in the same way, when she closes her eyes, she can just take off all the universes into her. So imagine the power of her. So that particular shloka that we'll be doing in the next classes, it tells us that the power of Lalita Devi is so powerful, that is so vast, that with just opening and closing of eyes, she can create universes and she can take off all the universes into her. Okay, let's get into the next Dhyana slokam. Yeah, coming back to why I started is like I felt a divine connect in the temple, Mukambika Devi temple, and I felt like I need to start this one, and I just put a post. And the thing is that it got so good reach, where my phone was constantly ringing with messages and everything. And many have registered, not just abroad batch, and even Indian students also. And then I felt like, this is my part and just explaining what I can do. So here I feel that whatever I feel that what I can do my part in Lata Sastram, especially the pronunciation and the meaning part. Okay, so yes, this was a calling for me from Kollur Mukambika that I have to start this one, and I just started this one. And I'm very happy that you all have joined this beautiful divine journey, and let's travel together and experience the divine blessings of her. And I personally feel that there's such a beautiful experience while even chanting this one. Okay, so finally, visit Kollur Mukambika temple when you come to India. It is a very, very powerful place, and it is something one should experience. I'm someone who's not into totally into God actually, but the experience that I had over there is something like, just like tears came out from me. I don't know, some divine connect. And I felt like, why is this happening to me? And then I thought maybe I want to start this chanting. And that is how I started this one. And you all are here. And yes, let's look into the next slokam. Hmm. ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीम् हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीम् सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानी श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्री. The meaning of the Dhyana Shloka: పద్మాసనంపై ప్రశాంతంగా కూర్చుని కమలం వంటి ముఖంతో కమల దళాల్లా కనిపించే కళ్ళతో మెరిసే భవానిని నేను ధ్యానం చేస్తున్నాను. బంగారు వర్ణంతో పసుపు రంగు వస్త్రాలు ధరించి తన చేతిలో ప్రకాశించే బంగారు కమలాన్ని పట్టుకుని ఆమె కాంతి విరజిమ్ముతోంది. వివిధ దైవాలంకరణతో అలంకరించబడి ఎల్లప్పుడూ భయాన్ని తొలగించి రక్షణనిచ్చే తల్లికి నా నమస్కారాలు. భక్తులు వినమ్రతతో వంగి నమస్కరించే శ్రీవిద్యారూపిణి, దేవతలందరూ ఆరాధించే శాంతస్వరూపిణి, సంపద శ్రేయస్సులను అనుగ్రహించే భవానిని నేను స్మరిస్తున్నాను. I meditate on her who sits on a lotus, on her who has a smiling face, on her who has long eyes like the lotus leaf, on her who glitters like gold, on her who wears red clothes, on her who has a golden lotus in her hand, on her who grants all desires, on her who is dressed with perfection, on her who gives protection, on her who has soft heart to her devotees, on her who is Sri Vidya, on her who is forever peaceful, on her who is worshipped by gods, and on her who gives all wealth. So here, the beauty of Lalita Devi is something like, if you ask for knowledge, she gives knowledge. If you ask for wealth, she will give you wealth. Whatever you ask, she'll give you, like how you ask your mother. So the beauty here is, we don't need to always look for enlightenment. I want to come out of the samsara chakram. When are you going to take me with you? That is one aspect. But it is not that with Lalita Devi. She openly told here, she gives you wealth. She fulfills your desires. And the example for this one is, initially, I just want to say my example of what I faced. 1.5 year back, trust me, I would never prayed God that I want I want fame or something. But for the first time in my life, when I went to Mukambika Devi temple 1.5 year back, I'm telling you, the last 5 days back I went the second time, but the first time I went is 1.5 year back. I asked her, I feel I have a talent in music or the sing. If I really deserve the name that I have, if I really deserve something, please bless me with um, something which you feel that I deserve. And then you won't believe, within 1 year, I was having like 3,000 followers, and now today, like yesterday night, it was like 3 lakh followers I'm having on Instagram. What is the journey from 3,000 followers 1.5 year back? What has happened in this 1.5 year? Every day, around 1,000 people have joined my thing, and now today I have 3 lakh Instagram followers. Here, I'm not talking about my followers or something. I'm just talking about the power of Devi. I asked her, if I deserve, shower your blessings. If I deserve, you give me what you can give. And just she showed her power. And then I was shocked. I was surprised. What is happening? Why is it happening? So this is one small example I want to give you all. Like, you can ask whatever you want. You can definitely ask for fame or money or knowledge or anything that you can ask. She will grant you. And the first reason I can tell you is my own experience. I'm not even talking about any other person. I just said that, and I want some exposure, and I have never asked you anything. You have given me a place to sleep. You have given me a beautiful family, and you have given me parents. You have given me place to sleep and food to eat. Everything is fine, but I just want something which is materialistic. I'm admitting that I'm asking you something which is materialistic. I also go to Arunachalam actually. So I went there also. I say always say to God, I don't want anything. I'm happy that you just giving me food and place to sleep. That's enough for me. But first time in my life, imagine I asked for it. I asked for wealth, or I asked for exposure. Because I didn't ask, I was not getting till now. When I asked, the God listened, and my personal experience, as I'm sharing it with you, I have received. And the sloka also says, she gives you wealth, she gives you fame, she gives you education. You have to ask. Nothing wrong in asking. And anyone who wants knowledge also, she'll bless. So that is the power of Devi, Lalita Devi, where you can ask anything which is something which is not materialistic. You can say that I want the Vedic knowledge. I don't want anything. I don't want any wealth. I just want the Vedic knowledge. She'll give you that. You say that not Vedic knowledge. I want proper wealth. I want proper education. I want fame. I want power. She will also bless you with that. So that is the power. So, and this sloka also signifies what she is capable of. And the only thing is that you have to ask. In Telugu, we say Adaganne Ammaina Pettadone. So, in the same way, if you don't ask, Lalita Devi won't give you anything. And the proper example is me. For 35 years, I didn't ask her anything because I felt I shouldn't ask. The God has already given me so many things. But the first time I asked her, and this is what she showed me in just 1.5 years. Okay. So this is my example. I'm just telling you, it's not someone else's example. It is my personal example. Okay. So I want to hear, will just repeat Dhyayat Padmasanastham slowly, and then one of the student will tell the slokam. ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानी श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं understand the flow here, and then one of the students should repeat. ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीं. Yes. So mostly we'll be discussing the shloka, but sometimes when I feel of any important thing that I want to share it with you, either my personal experience with Devi or anything, any story that I heard, or any concept in spirituality, we can just go for a couple of minutes, we can extend that. So that's the reason why I shared my experience with Devi, especially regarding this thing. So anyone have any doubt regarding anything, you can just ask now. You raise your hands, ఎవరో raise చేశారు, ఎవరైనా అడగాలనుకుంటున్నారా? శ్వేత, విష్ణు
Pradeepki
గారు.
asked to repeat it one more time, Andy.
Yeah, I'll do that. Any other inka request and like any doubts or anything that you want to, we do one more time, yeah, but any other thing? So all the ones who um yeah, shall I give some break to each word and then do in that way, or the whole thing?
Kalyan garu, what is the ఇప్పుడు క్లాస్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఫర్ అస్ ఇంకో 1 వీక్ గ్యాప్ ఉంది కదా మనకి, వాట్ ఈస్ ద బెస్ట్ వే టు లెర్న్ అండి, టు
Yeah,
లెర్న్ ద
after this care
ప్రాపర్
ఇప్పుడు
ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్
I'll
మీనింగ్?
yes. So I'll tell you what I initially thought of. Total, according to my assumption, Lalita Sahasranamam will take 6 to 7 months. Okay, so I have divided into half, 3 months and 3 months, in case if we extend one more month. Okay, by the year end you all will be knowing each class will consist of 8 shlokas is my plan. I'm just telling you the blueprint of what I've thought, and it may vary according to our pace, but I feel that this is a beautiful pace if we go in this one. Now after the class I'll be sending you the 4 dhyana shlokas, and you need to practice this 4 dhyana slokas every day with the audio recording and the material that we give you. So this 1 week 4 dhyana shlokas, you have to perfect it, and it is not so easy. It took a lot of time for me to do those 4 dhyana slokas also, and properly. If you know how, do you want to hear how it is? I'll just tell 2 lines, 1 or 2 lines. ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्री. You will get this only if you listen to at least some 60, 70 times. I used to break the parts of this one while listening to something, and I used to constantly practice this one at least for 50, 60 times. Then you'll get the flow with the right pronunciation, right stress. Okay, so it is not easy for the 1 week. It's not something like, you have a very good break or something. You have enough practice. The dhyana shlokas are the most difficult thing in Lalita Sahasranama. If you are able to crack this 4 dhyana shlokas in the first week, the next journey, trust me, it is a bit easy. Okay, the first 1 week I want everyone to focus, and one last time we will do the dhyana shloka. As this is an introduction class, initially I just planned 45 minutes, and if the class is requiring more time to spend or something, I may extend a bit. Okay, so one shloka each student can do, so that we'll try to cover other students also, just to hear what they are singing and how they're doing. So this one, again, let us all chant with devotion, just to listen to what I'm saying and just repeat it, being on mute. Yeah, one last time. Here sometimes we have big namas, so for now you need to uh, sing according to that only. We can't divide words. The Lalita Sahasranamam, sometimes the one important thing for everyone, we can't simply break down words. The meaning will get distorted, and it is said that you should not do that. Even though it is difficult, you have to tell the whole thing. Unmesha nimishotpanna vipanna bhuvanavalihi. One at a one stretch you have to say. You can't cut it down, and that also you need to focus on. Yeah, everyone. ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षी हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्री. Any of the student?
నేను పాడతానండి.
Yeah.
ధ్యాయేత్ పద్మాసనస్థాం వికసితవదనాం పద్మపత్రాయతాక్షీం హేమాభాం పీతవస్త్రాం करकलितलसद्धेमपद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानीं श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकलसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्रीम्.
Very good, Andy. So the pronunciation is perfect. So the beauty of Lalita Sahasranama Stotra is what I told you: right places, the right stress. If you give, the whole experience of chanting Lalita Sahasranama Stotram will totally alter. So yes, we'll go to the next slokam, the last slokam for the class. In the process of teaching Lalita Sahasranama Stotra, as I told you, if I feel any important thing is to be discussed, I want to say that in your lives, anytime like when you get too many thoughts, like we know that our mind is not empty, like but it's not silent, it just thinks of thousands of thoughts. One way to stop all those thoughts is to focus on your breath. Just sit silently and focus on the breath. According to Ramana Maharshi, because I keep going to Arunachalam, he says that the breath and thoughts, the mind, arise from the same point. So if you are concentrating on the breath, your thoughts get killed. If you are thinking about so many things, you won't have focus on your breath. It is like both are emerging from one point. You have a choice whether to go behind the mind and think crore things, or do you want to cut down on all those crore things in the root of it by focusing on the breath. See, something like you have two branches, okay? Two branches. One branch is mind and thoughts. So many unwanted thoughts, unwanted thinking, unwanted. This is one branch. You're free to choose. The other branch is breath. If you choose breath, just sit and inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Repeat this. Trust me, you won't get a single thought. And Sadashiva Brahmendra Swami has said in one of his kritis, Sarvatra Sada Hamsa Dhyanam Kartavyam Bho Mukti Nidhanam Sarvatra Sada Hamsa Dhyanam Kartavyam Bho Mukti Nidhanam Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam. Everything is a self, everything is a Brahman, everything is Amavaru. Sarvatra Sada Hamsa Dhyanam. Every time you have to do this. Hamsa Dhyanam is nothing but Hamsa. It is called in Vedic terms like Hamsa is nothing but it is a representation of breath. It is known as Hamsa. 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 That is what I have looked into. I'm just sharing it with you. Hamsa Dhyanam. Sarvatra Sada Hamsa Dhyanam. Kartavyam Bho Mukti Nidhanam. That is your duty to attain liberation. Mukti Nidhanam. So, whenever I feel there's an important kriti, you all note it down and later listen to those. Because Lalita Sahasranamam is not the alone sacred chant. We have so many yogis who have come up with different compositions regarding Brahman, the self, the Shunyam, the void, the nothingness. So it is called as, you can name it whatever, you can call it as Lalita Devi. So the point here is, as much as possible, stay with the breath. Hamsa Dhyanam. Trust me, all the thoughts will be removed. The main purpose of this session is not just chanting Lalita Sahasranamam, but if we need, we can take the extracts from different other books or any beautiful kritis I'll be singing, so that it can be like a kind of a musical chanting of Lalita Sahasranama, not just talking or the sutras. A musical way we can take this one with the meaning of that composers, because Tyagaraja Swami, Muthuswami Dikshitar, మనసులోని మర్మమును తెలుసుకో మనరక్షక మరకతాంగనా మనసులోని మర్మమును తెలుసుకో ఇనకులాప్త నీవేగాని. Understand the tactics of mind is what Tyagaraja Swami was telling in this one. Understand, mind is not a simple thing. Mind is very, very dangerous. Understand its nature. Marmamu telusuko. And next, Inakulapta Nive. Here, Lalita Sahasranamam, we are focusing on Devi, Amavaru, right? But Tyagaraja Swami took Rama as his idol. Everyone will take different, someone will take Krishna, someone will take other, but the point is, it's not about Lalita Devi or Rama or Krishna or anything. The force, that's what I was telling you from the beginning. I'm someone who's into Advaita. I don't want to give a image to any god, because Lalita Devi, you just imagine, like, okay, a female deity sitting there with a sari, okay, all these things. This is one aspect, but the ultimate aspect of looking at Devi, Lalita Devi, is the Nirakara Swarupam, which you have entered in the next slokas. Nirakara is one of my favorite namam of Lalita Sahasranamam, which you will get in the coming shlokas. Nirakara, such a beautiful name. It says that Lalita Devi is not having a form. So imagine, like, we are conditioned in such a way that when we want to pray God, we just imagine a form. But actually, the core power of Lalita Devi is formless, nameless. When we can attain that state, you don't need a form. You don't even need Lalita Sahasranama Stotra also. Just the silence is enough. Just the breath is enough. Like how you need to launch a rocket in the orbit, you need fuel. The ultimate purposes for the fuel thing is to take the satellite and put it in the orbit. Lalita Sahasranamam is a rocket which is full of fuel, which will take you to the orbit of nothingness. The ultimate destination is nothingness. There, even Lalita Sahasranamam won't be there. Only silence will be there. So to attain that silent state, it is not easy. You should have an effort. Directly satellite, if you put it on the ground, it can't go to the orbit, right? It needs a rocket, it needs fuel. When it is ignited, it will take its own time to go to the orbit, and then the satellite is released in the orbit and it is free of the fuel. In the same way, to reach to that thoughtless state, to the shunya state, the nirakara state, what we are talking about, Lalita Devi, nirakara, nirguna, nirakara, all those things. To attain that state, we need a vehicle. The rocket vehicle, we need to get to that state. And the vehicle is Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. So when we do this, we can definitely attain to that state. And this is a process. And I look at Lalita Sahasranama in this way. The process which takes you from form to formless. Now we are all praying Lalita Devi as a form. We are discussing about her beauty. She's having this, he is having this ornament, she's having this one, she's having that, all the form, but it should be transcended to the formless. That is our goal. That is my thought of starting Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. From with form to without form. From with name to without name. From stotra to silence. So I'm very happy that you all are in this beautiful journey. And the only thing is, because of my intention, if it is really pure, um, that is the reason why you all also have joined this one. So let us not simply pray God with a form. Ganesha, oh, he's like this. Oh, Shiva, he's having a snake. Oh, Krishna, he's having a flute. Rama, he's having a bow and arrow. It's all for like small students, like, to just have an image. A for apple, B for ball, C for cat, D for dog. But the ultimate state, either the Rama, Krishna, or Lalita Devi, Shiva, or anything, they don't have forms actually. It's only for our understanding. We have to understand, we have to go to the formless state. Yes, coming to the last sloka. So, because of the first class, we just have taken some time for the explanation. So, from the next class, we can cut down on this thing and we can just focus on the shlokas. So, just to give, what do you say? Yeah, everyone, as I told you, we can also come up with beautiful compositions also. In that process, you will also know different compositions of who said what regarding which god and what is the concept that the saint has spoke, like Tyagaraja, Muthuswami Dikshitar, Sadashiva Brahmendra. You can write down all these names. Sadashiva Brahmendra, Muthuswami Dikshitar, Tyagaraja Swami, Annamacharya, everyone. And just listen to their compositions also. Okay. The last sloka for this session. Sakunkumavilepanamalica समन्दहसितेक्षणां सशरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनी मरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बराम् जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिका. We have bigger words in this one. We'll go word by word. Try to do the bigger words also. Later, you can perfect it after listening to my recording, but try it. Sakunkuma vilepanamalica chumbikasturica. Sakunkuma vilepanamalica chumbikasturica. समन्दहसिते क्षणाम् सशरचापपाशाङ्कुशाम् अशेषजनमोहिनी मरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बराम् अशेषजनमोहिनी मरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बराम्
బుక్ లో భూషోజ్వలం అని ఉందండి.
Bhushojwalam. I need
Yeah.
other persons to second that. I mean, to support that. Anyone who can.
Yeah, my
Kalyan,
mom knows it.
పురాణ పండవారి బుక్ లో కూడా
భూషోజ్వలం
యాక్చువల్లీ
జ్వలం అని
బోత్
ఉంది.
ఆర్ బోత్ ఆర్ కరెక్ట్ అని చెప్పారు కళ్యాణ్ గారు. నేను నేర్చుకున్న మ్యామ్ అయితే either
Okay.
it could be భూషాంబరం or భూషోజ్వలం. Both are right.
What I heard
Me
is for everyone.
డిఫరెంట్ మీనింగ్స్ కదా అండి కానీ.
So what we'll do is, see, the thing is that I know that this aspect will come in Lalita Sahasranama because everyone is introduced to different concepts. Here I am not saying that what I say is right or wrong. I have also looked into different things. What I felt, I just put it. But definitely in the beginning of the class, I told, yes, we are up for discussions and we can discuss. And what I can say is, what I heard is Stotra Nidhi is the place where you will get almost right. So Lalita Sahasranama Stotram. Stotra Nidhi. Okay, so let's look here what it is and then okay. Yes, tell me what did you say? Asesha Jana Mohini Maruna Malya Bhushitam, right?
భూషాంబరం భూషోజ్వలం స్తోత్ర నిధిలో
Here also it is
భూషాంబరమే
Bhushambaram
ఉంది.
only, it is there. Stotra Nidhi.
Yes.
Okay, so what I heard from big Swamijis or something, I heard that Stotra Nidhi is the standard one. Okay, but at the same time, if you are very sure about what you're doing is right, you can follow that. But I am just, we have to fix on to one thing, right? We can't just go with this one or that. But according to me, if we take Stotra Nidhi as a parameter, Ashesha Jana Mohini Maruna Malya Bhushambara, this is what is there in Stotra Nidhi, and the rest is same. Okay, so let us not discuss more about which is right. Oh no, that is right. No, no, this is right. We are I mean, like, it's once it is good to discuss and you can come up with your thing also, but in future what I'm trying to tell you is whatever you call, she will answer. Sometimes you may call us amma, she'll Amma, you can call. These are the small things, difference. So you can say that no, no, you have to call Amma, only then she'll respond. No, you can. So maybe these, I feel that these all are different variations of how you call. So we'll try our max to stick on to the right pronunciation. But more than focusing on which is right, which is wrong, it's about the experience of the divine. And if something is majorly changing, then we'll discuss. If it is a minor change like this one, it is your point whether if you want to follow a certain book, you can go ahead. But according to me, I am following Sotranidhi or other things that I'm according to that, it is Bhushambaram. Okay. So yeah. So if you are having a great dish in front of us, okay, let's enjoy the dish more than discussing. No, here actually you have this item more. No, the sugar is more. No, the salt is more. No. It is actually this one. They have not used this floor. They have used that floor. So I hope you understood, right? So instead of discussing how the food is and arguing that which ingredient is there in the food, let us enjoy the taste of food. That's what I want to say. So whatever nama, it's okay, fine. Nothing will happen. The divinity, the connect is what everyone need to look into. And definitely, if there's a major difference, I would love to hear your views also. And let us have a friendly nature of accepting each other. Okay, you can also come up with, in this book we have this one, and someone can say, hey, in this book we have this one. Let us discuss, and let us all select whatever we like, and we can go with the flow. Okay. Yes. The meaning of this one: గంధపు చందనం కుంకుమతో అలంకరించబడి మల్లెపూల సువాసన తాకినట్లుగా మెరిసే కేశాలతో అంబికను నేను ధ్యానం చేస్తున్నాను. సౌమ్యమైన చిరునవ్వుతో, మనసుని ఆకట్టుకునే కళ్ళతో, పువ్వులతో చేసిన బాణం, చెరకు విల్లు, తాడు, అంకుశం చేత పట్టుకున్న తల్లిని చూస్తున్నాను. అన్ని ప్రాణులను ఆకర్షించే మహామాయగా ఎర్రటి వస్త్రాలు, ఎర్రటి హారాలు ధరించి ఎర్ర మందార పువ్వుల కాంతి విరజిమ్మే అంబికాదేవికి నా నమస్కారాలు. I meditate on the mother whose eyes are smiling, who holds the arrow, bow, noose, and the gourd in her hands. She is glittering with red garlands and ornaments. She is painted with kumkuma on her forehead and is red and tender like the japa flower. Let's look into the slokam again with a gap between each namam. The first one is completely as one set. Try it now. Next, in the coming week, listen to it properly. సకుంకుమ విలేపనామళిక చుంబికస్తూరిక సమందహసితే క్షణాం సశరచాపపాశాంకుశాం అశేష జనమోహినీ మరుణమాల్యభూషాంబరా జపా కుసుమ భాసురాం జప విధౌ స్మరేదంబికా. Can I hear from any of the student?
నేను రిపీట్ చేస్తాను.
ఒత్తులు.
సకుంకుమ
Yeah.
సకుంకుమ విలేపనామళిక చుంబికస్తూరికా సమందహసితే క్షణాం సశరచాపపాశాంకుశాం అశేషజనమోహినీ మరుణమాల్యభూషాంబరాం జపాకుసుమభాసురాం జపవిధౌ స్మరేదంబికా.
Very good. Nice, Andy. The pronunciation, the stress, everything is good.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Yeah. So it's nice that we'll also one sloka, one student can do. Only then we can finish the Lalita Sahasranama sloka in 6 months. So our target is 6 to 7 months. So the first half of the session is what we are looking into. So I have divided the sessions for each session. How many shlokas? Dhyana shlokas are big. That's the reason four we have. From the next, we'll be having 8 shlokas per class. And as I told you, your homework is for the whole week. It's not that easy. You have to listen to so many times. The Dhyana shlokas is it's very difficult. Keep on listening. Listen. You need to listen to that. Have your material. Chant with that. Morning 4 times, afternoon 4 times, evening 4 times, like 7 days. And then next class, then we are ready with the Dhyana shlokas. Then let's go to Sri Mata Sri Maharajni Srimad Simhasaneshwari Chidagni Kunda Sambhuta Deva Karya Samudyata. That's the first sloka of Lalita Sahasranamam, which we will be doing in the next class. And for now, I'll be repeating the 4 shlokas at once, one after the other, and just listen to that. I'll be singing in a faster pace so that you'll understand what the proper Lalita Sahasranam pace goes. Okay? So, yes, Shekhar Garu, you want to ask something?
లేదండి లైక్ మీ homework ఇస్తున్నారు కదా, సో దట్ కెన్ వి రికార్డ్ ఇట్ అండ్ send it to you like Friday or before the class. You can make us corrections.
Yes. So the thing is that as of now, my intention, I'll tell you, because it's like a group class, they're like around 42, 50, or even in the Indian students, they're like around 130, 140 or something. It's a very big number, actually. So I'm also trying to figure out what can be done best for this one. Um, so I'll try listening to that and I can just say, but you can have a folder for yourself, and whatever you have learned, you record it for yourself.
Okay,
And
thanks.
definitely you can send it to us, but whenever is possible, we can't assure you that compulsory we listen, but if possible, whenever possible, we can listen, and I can tell you the thing. Or we'll also look into what can be done in that case, because if we want to finish it in 6 months, we have to take in this space.
Yes,
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. सिन्दूरारुण विग्रहां त्रिनयनां माणिक्यमौलिस्फुरत् तारानायकशेखरां स्मितमुखीमापीनवक्षोरुहां पाणिभ्यामलिपूर्णरत्नचषकं रक्तोत्पलं बिभ्रतीं सौम्यां रत्नघटस्थरक्तचरणां ध्यायेत् परामम्बिकाम् अरुणां करुणातरङ्गिताक्षीं धृतपाशाङ्कुशपुष्पबाणचापाम् अणिमादिभिरावृतां मयूखैरहमित्येव विभावये भवानि। ध्यायेत् पद्मासनस्थां विकसितवदनां पद्मपत्रायताक्षीं हेमाभां पीतवस्त्रां करकलितलसद्धेम पद्मां वराङ्गीं सर्वालङ्कारयुक्तां सततमभयदां भक्तनम्रां भवानी श्रीविद्यां शान्तमूर्तिं सकरसुरनुतां सर्वसम्पत्प्रदात्री। Sakunkuma vilepanamalica chumbikasturikamam samandahasitekshanam sasharachapapashankusham अशेषजनमोहिनी मरुणमाल्यभूषाम्बराम् जपाकुसुमभासुरां जपविधौ स्मरेदम्बिका श्रीमात्रे नमः. Practice all the 4 Dhyana Slokas and let's start the first Lalita Sahasranama Sloka in the next class. I hope you all have understood where to give stress and everything. And if we go in the space, we will be finishing this in 6 to 7 months. Yes. So any last 1 or 2 doubts you can ask, and we'll end this.
కళ్యాణ్ గారు, ఇది త్రివిక్రమ్ వాళ్ళ అమ్మ మాట్లాడుతున్నాను. నాకు ఒక చిన్న డౌట్ ఏంటంటే, శృతి మీరు ఒకటి చెప్పారు కదా, మీరు పక్కన పెట్టుకున్న శృతి, అది నిజంగానే చాలా చాలా బాగుంది. సో డివైన్ గా ఉంది. అది ఏం యాప్ అని చెప్పారు మీరు?
Dhvani Tanpura. Everyone, as I told you,
Dhvani. Okay.
Everyone might have chanted Lalita Sahasranamam, but if you do it with Tanpura, the divinity, I can say that it will just grow 1,000-fold. Dhvani Tanpura is the app. The Shruti is D. D for Delhi.
Okay.
D is the Shruti.
Okay.
And with D Shruti, when you have this, it instantly give the meditative state, which will be helpful for you to get into the trance of Lalita Devi when you chant with the Shruti. D Shruti, Dhvani Tanpura. Because I'm a musician, I'm a Carnatic musician. This is a basic small thing that we can add to give the divinity to Lalita Sahasranama Sloka. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And see you all in the next session. Practice well. See you all with next set of slokas, next 8 slokas. And it's good if you can chant or prepare for the next slokas also in this week, so that it'll be easy for you to understand while the class is happening. So you can be advanced. You can keep the next 8. You can prepare the advanced slokas also. Okay. Thank you so much. And very happy to be a part of this divine journey with you all for the next coming months. And let's all together chant Lalita Sahasranama Sloka and let us experience the divine Lalita Devi, which I said, which is there already inside our hearts. So awaken the divine within. Thank you.
కళ్యాణ్ గారు, ఇది డౌట్ కాదండి, జస్ట్ ఎ టిప్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ మై లెర్నింగ్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. బికాస్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద లలిత సహస్రనామాలో షోడశాక్షరి మంత్ర అంటారు, అవి 16 లెటర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. వెన్ యు ఆర్ సేయింగ్ దట్ వీ షుడెంట్ బ్రేక్ అండ్ జస్ట్ రిసైట్ ఇన్ వన్ గో, అట్లీస్ట్ లెర్నింగ్ టైంలో వీళ్ళు మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ముందే ప్రింట్ తెచ్చుకొని, యాజ్ యూఆర్ సేయింగ్ సకుంకుమ విలేపన మలిక చుంబి, సో అట్లీస్ట్ వాళ్ళు అక్కడ కామాస్ ఇట్లా ఎక్కడ బ్రేక్ చేయాలో పెట్టుకుంటే, యాజ్ వెన్ దే లెర్న్ ఆర్ ప్రాక్టీస్, ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ దే కెన్ జస్ట్ రిసైట్ ఇన్ వన్ గో. That's
Okay,
what
so they
helps
can
to
get it
learn.
too. So as Saujanya Garu has told everyone, maybe you can have a printout and you can just, for your reference, you can just put small commas, so that, you know, initially in the learning, you can just kind of break, not totally breaking, but in your mind, you can just do the divisions. But when you're chanting, it should be one thing, so that you can easily learn this one. So good suggestion, Saujanya Garu. So you can do that and try to get the flow by having a printed paper and have commas to it while in the learning stage. Okay.
Correct. Once we practice, we can definitely do it in one go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
అది కాదండి, ఇప్పుడు ఉన్నట్టు కన్సిడర్ ద స్పేసెస్ as కామర్స్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ శ్లోకంలో ఫస్ట్ వర్డ్ అంతా
there is no spaces here. It's just the imaginary spaces or commas that we are giving. Actually, you should not cut anywhere.
Okay.
So it's just like our mentally sakunkuma, like Sami, you know, like I'm just for reference, I'm telling you sakunkuma vilepana malika chumbi kasturikam, like how you can internally divide into 4. just to get that. But you have to tell it in one go. Sakunkuma vilepanaamalika chumbikasturikam. You have to tell it in one go, but learning internally, you had just divide like 4 parts for the learning. Okay. So once we start, Saujanya, I mean, like once we start into the flow, we'll understand. Okay.
Just initial stage, this helped me a lot. That's why I felt sharing this tip with everyone.
Yes. Okay. See you all, and hope we all practice the Dhyana Slokas, and see you next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this divine 2 hours, Andy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.